From time immemorial, wherever people wanted to express beauty and where they tried to approach the divine ideal, we come across the golden proportion. Generally in art and in architecture, and in particular at holy sites. Even in the pyramids of Giza, the proportions of the number phi are revealed with astounding accuracy. Thus, for example, in the case of the Cheops pyramid, the proportion of the length of the side of the pyramid to half of the pyramid's base is 356 to 220 ells, and that corresponds to 1.618 of the number phi. Also, in the most famous stone monument, Stonehenge, which was built near Salisbury, England, some 3,500 years ago, we again find the golden measurements. The Parthenon, erected in Athens under Pericles around 450 BC, is one of the best-known classical buildings. At the same time, it is regarded as the most beautiful and most accomplished work of ancient Greek architecture. The proportions of the golden section are built into it in many ways and with surprising precision. From 1940, the architect and painter Le Corbusier developed a uniform measuring tool which replaces the metric system with a scale of harmonious dimensions derived from the proportions of the human body and the golden section. In his book, The Modular, in which he published these ideas, and which today is one of the most significant works of architectural theory, he writes, "A person with a raised arm provides in the main points where space is displaced, foot, solar plexus, head, fingertips of the raised arm, 3 intervals, which result in a series of golden sections named after Fibonacci." In art, the proportions of the golden section appear in the basic structure of numerous well-known paintings, such as The Last Supper by Leonardo da Vinci, or this self-portrait by Albrecht Dürer. An artist of modern times who conspicuously employs the golden section is, for example, the Dutch painter Piet Mondrian. In the concourse of Zurich's main station, there is also an example of a contemporary use of the Fibonacci numbers in the fine arts. The installation Ovus Philosophicus by the Italian artist Mario Merz. In music, the golden section occurs in several forms. Let us take a look at a piano keyboard. The interval of an octave from C to C1 comprises 8 white and 5 black keys. Together, 13 keys. The black keys are divided up into groups of 2 and 3. All numbers and proportions from the Fibonacci series. In the writings of the musicologist Erno Lentvi, we read that the golden section and the Fibonacci numbers reappear in the works of the composer Bela Bartok as the dominant principle of composition. This becomes especially obvious in the Sonata for 2 pianos and percussion, where not only the parts of the form follow the proportions of the golden section. Bartók himself, whose favorite flower is said to have been the sunflower, has, however, never made mention of this. Similar investigations have also been made into the works of Bach, Mozart, Schubert, Debussy, and Satie. Last but not least, the golden section is also to be found in the construction of musical instruments. In the New Oxford Companion to Music, Volume 2, you can read that Stradivari and Guarneri used the golden section in order, for example, to place the sound holes in their world-famous instruments at exactly the desired position.